A very good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Baby Friday, as I like to refer to it as. Landon here with you to bring you your weather and night forecast courtesy of On Target. Folks, the frigid cold air is arriving as we speak. You can see here looking at the latest satellite observation. We've got the surface map that's overlaid as well. This vigorous cold front that came screaming through here like a banshee just an hour or so ago is continuing to truck off down to the south and east. It's going to allow for this area of Canadian high pressure to surge in here throughout the day. We're going to be keeping northwest winds screaming like a banshee throughout this morning, but it should settle just a bit as we work throughout mid-morning on into midday and on into this afternoon. But folks, you're going to want to layer up with the readings that we have out there and that are taking hold across the entirety of the region. Wide scroll weather and SCAM kicking things off for us, overlooking WKU and Bowling Green. That cold front is taking the cloud cover along with it, getting rid of the moisture, allowing for that extraordinarily cold, dry air to take over. Peachtree News Sky Cam up in Morgantown showcasing a similar scenario. Can see some of the stars out there cast across the sky, and coming along with that is those absolutely bone-chilling temperatures. Readings are down to right around the mid and upper 20s, folks, but take a look at the wind chills. We're all the way down into the low and mid-teens across the region. Allen County and Logan, you're still sitting at 20, but you're about to dip into the teens here in the wind chill department very quickly. These single-digit wind chills up here along the Ohio River, folks, are going to continue to try and infiltrate the area here over the next hour or so. Whenever you're heading out for the morning commute, sending the kiddos out to the bus stop, you might want to wrap them up like Ralphie from A Christmas Story, giving the cold chill in the air out there. Looking here at the latest surface map, just kind of showcasing what we were just looking at. This cold front's going to continue to sag down to the south here as we work throughout the day, allowing for that area of high pressure to nose in here out of the north and west. Getting a look here at the latest model guidance will give you a better breakdown. This sucker right here is going to swing right down to the south and east as we work throughout the day, as we work into the evening, and then as we work through the overnight and into the early morning hours of our Friday. Right around sunrise, the high pressure is going to be right near our vicinity, keeping that light northerly flow around. So it goes without saying, the cold chill is going to be here at least through pretty much the end of the work week. All right, here we are looking at the wind speeds this morning. We've already still got gusts upwards of 20 to 30 miles an hour out there. You can see as we work through mid-morning, they're going to stay howling out of that same direction. By the time we get into this afternoon, they're still going to be present, but they're not going to be nearly as strong as what we experienced yesterday or throughout the overnight hours. We are going to be trapped down into the teens for the vast majority of today in the wind chill department. I do think we will brush the single digits here over the next hour or so and then stay locked in right around the mid, maybe upper teens in wind chills this afternoon. But you can see, folks, getting into tonight, we finally see the wind speeds begin to subside here with the area of high pressure working closer to our vicinity and bringing that calmness along with it. So now the big weather story, folks, and what we're focusing on here over the next 48 hours or so is the temperatures, all right? This is where we were, folks, about 4 to 5 hours ago. We had readings right around the 40-degree mark. They have infiltrated the region and is picking up nicely. We were just looking at mid and upper 20s, real-time readings, but folks, the wind chills will be, I believe, right around the single digits here, at least through the 7, if not even that 8 a.m. hour. Real-time readings this afternoon, look at those high temperatures. Real-time readings not getting out of the mid-20s, those winds out of the north and west, 15 to 25 plus miles an hour. Wind chill is going to be locked into the teens throughout. Throughout the overnight, folks, we're going to dip all the way down to around the mid and upper teens. Now, some of the typical colder spots, folks, we could see some single digits realized throughout tonight and into the very early morning hours of our Friday. But take a look at Friday afternoon. We get into peak heating. Highs are going to be right around the freezing mark with a light northerly wind component. Wind chills are going to stay trapped down to the 20s. So folks, whenever you get the winter wardrobe out this morning, keep it out because you're going to need it not just today, but you're going to need it again tomorrow as well. Rolling into the Saturday morning time frame, we got the Christmas parade here in Bowling Green that's going to be taking over early that morning. Right around 9 a.m. on Saturday, we've got readings splitting either side of the freezing threshold. Again, we're going to be looking at wind chills probably down to the 20s. But with any luck, folks, by the time we get into the lunchtime hour and beyond, we're going to be looking at a warming trend that's going to take over, and that's going to set us up for our next likely rain chances as we finish out the weekend. So let's jump right into it, all right? Here we are looking at mid-morning on Friday. Then we get into the weekend, and high pressure slides off to our south and east with a low pressure system developing right there to our west. By the time we roll into our Saturday afternoon and evening, this is how our surface map is going to appear. Clockwise flow around high pressure off the east coast, counterclockwise flow around low pressure right along the New Mexico-Colorado border. It's going to be working in tandem to bring in deep southwesterly flow. Not only is warmer temperatures going to come along with that, but we look at the deep moisture coming along with that as well. We can get in on a copious amount of rainfall beginning as early as Sunday afternoon, as you can see here. And then we'll progress and we'll put it into motion. Here we are looking at Sunday night, and then we get into Monday morning whenever the heaviest rainfall axis will be impacting the Wobbles community. And that continues, folks, all the way until the late afternoon hours whenever we attempt to dry out. Now, there's still several question marks regarding another low pressure system developing here on the backside of this weather maker. It could be bringing more rounds of showers and storms throughout our Tuesday and on into our Tuesday night and Wednesday, with a few clipper systems potentially bringing a few light snow events in the Wednesday to Thursday time frame of next week, so we'll be keeping eyes on that. Long story short, folks, after we get past this cold streak, we're going to warm up through the weekend, but a very, very active pattern looks to be in store throughout a good chunk of next week. That is a fact, okay? Getting here to the short term, folks, it is frigid cold. Wind chill details could be down to the single digits at times at the bus stop and on the morning commute. Make sure the kiddos are dressed appropriately. Frostbite can occur within 25 to 30 minutes at these values with exposed skin, okay? So please keep that in mind. Layer up, protect yourself, protect the kiddos as well. Looking over here at the latest precipitation amounts, we're looking at 1 to 3 inches of total rainfall that's going to be arriving. Scattered rain showers Sunday afternoon, widespread Sunday night, all the way through our Monday with that secondary weather maker, potentially adding a little on top of that in the Tuesday on into the Wednesday time frame. Here's a full breakdown of your next 6-day weather forecast, brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. Folks, look at the temperature values. Overnight, we're going to be down into the teens tonight and again tomorrow night. Protect the big three, okay? Your pets, your plants, and your pipes. For your pipes, on target. We've been talking about it all week. We've already had a few emergency calls. I was talking there with a couple of folks yesterday that they've taken care of with some of the water mains and some of the water pipes that are broken here in and across the region. And folks, with even colder values tonight and tomorrow night, I would expect even them receiving a few more of those. Rays of sunshine's going to dominate, but don't you dare be deceived. Mid-20s today with wind chills locked into the teens at their highest readings. Friday, we're going to be in the mid-30s with wind chills in the 20s. Saturday, mid-40s, wind chills in the 30s. And then we see a nice warm up. Scattered rain chances Sunday afternoon, mid-50s for highs, becoming widespread Sunday night into Monday, on into Monday night, and then lasting and lingering on into the Tuesday time frame. We're going to be looking at upper 50s, lower 60s as we progress into the early days of the new work week. Folks, it's going to wrap up your Thursday morning, Baby Friday edition of your Weather or Not forecast, brought to you by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other, and last but certainly not least, how about those gunners wiping out those Red Devils?